Hey everybody, this is Nolan from Asia Pacific Gardening. Today I'm going to be working on a juniper that I've patiently been waiting 2 years to work on. If you look at the past couple videos, you'll see that one of our students started training a mugo pine, trying to stretch the roots down. This is kind of the same idea, and it's 2 years later. So I'm going to open this root system and see what we're going to be working with. And my inspiration for the piece that I'm going to be creating here is a nursery log. I'm highly fascinated by nursery logs. And if you're not sure what a nursery log is, that's when a tree falls down in the forest, and then because of the tree that's fallen down, it acts as like a big compost system in the middle of the forest, and trees often sprout out from a fallen tree. So my idea is to take a fallen tree and then place this juniper on there to kind of create like a nursery log effect. And you're probably wondering, why do I have a dead tree? I keep a lot of dead trees that have good characters. If customer brings in a plant that has lived its life, it's died, has good structure, I tend to keep them. And if you think I'm joking, I promise you I'm not. I literally keep dead trees. I don't know if this will turn out well. I have no idea what's gonna happen once I open it. This video may end up being terrible. Hopefully it's not. But first things first, I do need to prune this tree a little bit because it's kind of bushy, can't really see the structure. So let's tackle step one first. So just give you a close-up look at the tree before I prune it. It's really bushy, but there is some good character in here. You just can't see it right now. Because if you look at this, there's this really cool arch in here. So I should be able to reveal that. And I've been stretching the roots over a rock for about 2 years just to give it some space. So let's open this bad boy up. Well, pow! Look at what was hidden under here. You see the movement now? There's that same rock. Promise you, this is the same tree. And this is what I pruned off. Well, quite a bit. And if you look around, you can see the structure of the tree and the movement of the tree all the way around. And I don't know if I'm going to keep these lower branches because I'm going to see what the root system look like. So I may remove it depending on what the design with this stump looks like. Let's move on to the next step and check out the trunk. Now let's take this tree out of here. I haven't looked at this in 2 years, so we'll see. If the roots didn't grow, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh yeah. So I remember when I planted this 2 years ago, it was like barely here. So now I got all this to play with. I think I can do what I'm thinking. I'm gonna finish cleaning this out. And when I planted this 2 years ago, I had a different thought. I wanted to do just root over this rock here. It's kind of tied in together now. Oh, maybe I'll still go that direction. So this was the rock that I used to give some space in the middle of here. So my thought, get rid of all this. So maybe I can do something like this. I don't know. Let's take a closer look. So I'm going to try to walk you through my thought process on what I'm imagining. So like this is the dead tree trunk, right? I wanted something to grow out of here. And this is the tree after I pruned it. I'm thinking of something like this. This is what I was kind of looking at. Maybe something like this. And that looks pretty cool. Actually, that looks pretty good. Okay, so, and let me grab the other pot. So I had this pot in mind. So something like this. I don't know if the camera can see it. Let me zoom out a little bit. That doesn't look bad at all. That's pretty good. But I don't know, I feel like this is a little too flat. Like if this tree, the apex was a little bit taller, I think I would prefer that. But this doesn't look bad at all. Let me try a different option. Instead of a pot, what if we use a slab rock? Kind of plant like an ocean. Like this is kind of like an island. I don't know, now this tree looks really massive. What if I position it? Oh. Well, that's interesting. If I just remove this top half, that's kind of interesting. Or another potential slot. I like this little trunk action here. Let me see. Something like this. How does that look? No, that looks weird. It looks like a fork, like a pitchfork. I don't like that. I don't like that. What about here? I like the look of this part. Oh, if I plant it like this, I don't know if you can see. I don't know. There's too many options. I don't know what I want to do. Maybe this is a terrible video. Maybe it's a slab rock's a problem. Hold on. I'll put this back here. Plant it like this. No, because nursery log wouldn't be like this. I think I might go back with my original plan. Yeah, I think I like this one the best. Like it's quite a bit of an upgrade from the original. I just don't know if I like this little hole here. But I can always adjust later down the road. But I think I want to plant it like this. So let's see what this looks like when it's potted. So I got the 2 screens on there. I'm going to put a thin layer of lava rock. Just enough to cover the bottom of the pot. So I'll give you a look here. So just like that. That should be enough. Put just enough soil to cover the lava rock. Don't need a whole lot because it's a thin and shallow pot. Plus I need space for the tree stump. And let's install. Ooh. I think this is good. Let's see. A lot of exposed roots, but I'll cover that up here. And it may take a few more years of training to stretch the roots down. And that's not a problem. Bonsai is about patience, right? People often say, I can't do bonsai, I don't have the patience. That's why you need to do bonsai, because bonsai teaches you patience. Actually, now I'm going to create a bigger mound here, because I don't want to lose this tree. And then in a couple more years, I can I can reveal the soil down here, and then you can see the roots, and you can pass through it on the bottom. I just imagine myself being a really small person walking through the forest. The big tree tipped over sparks a lot of life for something else to grow on top. You see these a lot in the forests of the Pacific Northwest. Let me add some moss on here. So I think I need to wire this tree down. Ooh. Cut the wire. Oh, we needed that much. As long as I cover the roots with all this moss, it will protect it from elements, keep it moist. So I put some moss, put some gravel to kind of resemble like a hiking trail. I'm gonna add a little mud man here. Look at that. Check that out. Isn't that something? Well, I hope you all like this little creation from a juniper that I've been stretching the roots out for 2 years, inspired by my hikes in the Pacific Northwest. I see a lot of nursery logs, and I find that stuff highly fascinating. It's just a tree that's lived its life. It's fallen over in the forest, but it still provides ample of energy for new growth. So that is what inspired this piece. And remember, this area, I'm still training the roots down. So give it a couple more years, I'll probably expose this hole so you really see the roots come down that tree trunk. So that should look pretty freaking cool. Well, that's all I have for you for today. Hit like, hit subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this design here. If you want to learn how I prune the junipers, just click on the video on the screen because we did a video on that already. We'll see you next week.